Hi everyone, welcome back to XCOM 2 Ends of the World. This is Satirize, and I am very happy to be sharing a supply raid with you today. Before we get going, we picked up a few supplies from our supply drop at the end of the last episode,
Commander?
so I thought before we head out, we should probably go ahead and grab our pistol upgrade. We are taking Panda on this mission. She's a pistol specialist, so let's make sure she has the weapons she needs.
Scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually removed.
Shen has a hate crush on Taigen. This is a very dramatic ship. Alright, let's get going. Alright, I've already set up our squad. This is a setup with a theory behind it, so bear with me. Our theory is that our ranger, Riri, remember she's our scout, we're dropping into this with concealment. Riri will be able to keep that concealment, and if it breaks, she'll be able to go back into it because of her various scout abilities. So the idea is, she goes in, she scouts out the enemy, then we take our 2 snipers and our 2 grenadiers, and we rain death on the enemy before they know what's hitting them. Yasha is there in case someone gets hurt, which honestly, for a very difficult mission, is not unlikely. So we're going to do our best here. I thought we would go through something we haven't done in a little while, which is to look at some soldier upgrades we could put on our people. So here's Estrinda, and what do we have in the way of combat sims? These are various permanent bonuses we can give her. Remember, the way it works is once you assign these, you can't take them out again. You can replace them, but you don't get to put the old one on someone else. Now let's see, for Estrinda, mostly her job is not to get hit anyway, so hopefully we'll not need advanced conditioning. Do we want the extra mobility? That depends. Can we put that extra mobility on Riri? Honestly, the scout is who it really belongs on. She already has something installed. What is it? She has conditioning. She has extra health. Mixed feelings about that. I think she probably should keep the health as long as she's got it anyway. We can't get it back. So who wants more mobility then? I think probably Chrome would want the mobility, and he's not on the team right now, so we're not going to worry about that. The other big thing we had was that bonus to aim, and obviously that would be great for either of our snipers. Atropos has an open PCS slot. Congratulations, you have permanent +8 aim. Let's see, was there anything else interesting in there? HP, mobility. This is good stuff. Let's go over to Estrinda again. I don't want to use that big +2 mobility chip yet, because it might turn out to be useful later, but let's at least give Estrinda +1 mobility. And what do we have in the way of weapon upgrades? Oh, we have actually picked up quite a few. I thought, the way we've been missing treasure recently, I thought we probably didn't have any, but we've actually got a few choices here. Including an autoloader, which is one of my very favorites. I think Atropos, he's the one who really needs it, but I suspect I've already put something on his weapon. Yeah, he already has an expanded magazine. When this sniper rifle gets upgraded, we'll get a second slot that we'll be able to put that in, so I do not want to rush into using that. Instead, is Key to have something on her weapon? No, she does have a slot for a combat sim. These will ones aren't too important, but I do want to make sure she doesn't panic, so she might as well get this. Will mostly keeps you from panicking. Let's see, and I was going to put an upgrade on Estrinda's weapon. I mean, if nothing else, a repeater. Laser sights, I do not believe these apply to the Grenadier chance to get a crit on explosives. Expanded magazine is not bad for Grenadiers. It's not bad for Grenadiers at all. They only get 3 shots with their miniguns, but hopefully they're throwing grenades. Let's just give her a repeater. Flat 5% chance to kill whatever she hits is never a bad thing. Let's see. Does Panda have something on her weapon? She does not. Then she's the one who gets the expanded magazine. And combat sims, anything interesting? I mean, ideally she's not getting hit. She's not standing far enough forward, I hope, to get panicked. I mean, obviously, if she dies by by 1 or 2 hit points this mission, I eat my words, but I want to save these better sims here for later on. Okay, good enough. Let's go. We're not going to go through that every single time or anything like that, but it had been a little while, so I thought I might want to remind you about that little mechanic of the game.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Looks like we're dropping about an hour and a half before my birthday.
Picked up a transmission from a disabled Advent troop transport that the Resistance locked down in this area. The aliens haven't managed to get this thing moving, so we're going in to try and seize whatever materials we can from it. They won't be happy to see us. Eliminate any hostile resistance and secure the area.
Dropping into South Africa, just like old times. True, the aliens won't be happy to see us, but hopefully they won't.
Transport is nearby. Engage and eliminate all hostile forces.
Alright. Not much in the way of hints from Bradford about which direction we're going. I see there is a building over here, including a propane canister that it's tempting to blow up. Yeah, there are 2 directions that are reasonable choices. I'm going to ignore the building, and we're going to make our way toward the road. Basically because we dropped facing that direction, and I'm thinking that's probably a sign of some kind.
Confirmed.
No contact yet. Hide behind that tree.
The aliens may have cleaned up the
Aha.
design, but these monsters are no better than the ones my father dealt with.
Those guys, what are they called? There are so many A words in this game that I can't remember them. So, okay, Advent is the name of the whole army. Avatar is the name of the project that's going to kill us. These guys are called Archons. Okay, that's fair enough. All religiously connoted as well, so just you know, extra confusion. Not too bad a pod, but Archons can be dangerous. Suddenly we're getting new enemy types every mission. Let's see, we are in concealment, so we can move in with a little bit more boldness than usual. Okay, between Riri and Kita, I don't think we're going to reveal another pod this turn, which is good. Atropos. I want you. Behind the tree is good. Yeah. This is out of their ordinary sight range, I think. Yes, it is. So that's the best place for a sniper like yourself. Panda's also a sniper, but she's our other breed of sniper, remember. She's the one who is really good at pistols. So maybe we go in all the way over here. That's a little risky because it's a big move up. If there are more pods nearby, she could get us revealed. I don't like that. We're just going to play it a little bit safer, use her like a sniper for now,
Location confirmed.
and move her to that log. Estrinda, I definitely want everyone behind cover because cover helps keep your concealment if they start patrolling towards you. So we're going to stash Estrinda here. And Yasha. We don't really need Yasha to move up very far. That first aid kit is the most important part of what she can do, and she can use that from a long distance, so I don't mind putting her here. This is not the ideal disposition of forces, but it's not a bad start. Let's see what they do. Alright, they didn't move. That's good. I think we can probably engage on them this turn. Now, it's tempting to move Kita and then throw the grenade, but I believe, remember, we have that ability that lets us throw the grenade first, if we so please. And we can... No, we can't quite get all 3 of them from where we're standing, so we might as well start by moving Kita up.
Moving to position.
Anyone new? No, okay. So she's going to open up. That grenade, including the acid damage at the beginning of their next turn, is going to kill the advanced trooper there for sure, no problem. It'll probably kill the shield bearer as well. The Archon's the one we need to put damage on. But there's no guarantee, so, you know, the normal thing to do here is to overwatch people. But there's no guarantee that they'll overwatch the enemies I want them to overwatch. Specifically, again, the Archon. And if I call up the Avatar constantly, by the way, just ignore me. Alright. I think we can't just let the Overwatch opportunity slide by. These are great shots. So we are going to Overwatch with Afterpost. 69, 58. Those shots are not so great. I wonder why not. They look pretty good to me. Well, in that case, I guess I don't feel too urgent about overwatching with Panda. Estrinda has grenades. We're going to reserve those grenades for later. Riri has concealment. We don't want her to break it here if she doesn't have to. That leaves Yasha.
Headed there now.
Yasha can hide behind the tree over here. 80, 70, 55. Those are the best shots she's likely to get. So we'll go ahead and overwatch with her as well. We'll save Panda for a little bit. Actually, can she grapple anywhere interesting? She can grapple onto that building over there. But I don't think that helps us here. Okay. So let's have Kita open up.
Here, catch!
And I think we're pretty much safe from revealing more enemies this turn. Oh wow, we just immediately killed the advanced trooper. Great job, Kita. So that's one less enemy to soak up our Overwatch shots. Alright. Yasha, nice shot on target. And Atropos. Beautiful shot on target. Nice. So I like that they didn't bother with the shield bearer. I wonder if that's good artificial intelligence, or more likely, if it was just dumb luck. So, honestly, they should both be dead. They both have 3 hit points left. The acid at the beginning of their turns should deal 3 points of damage. But this is a great opportunity to get some kills for people who might otherwise have a little trouble getting them. So, let's see. Panda's a sniper. She's not going to have trouble. Estrinda often throws support grenades for us. She can stand in the open. It's okay because they're not going to get to shoot. Her support grenades usually destroy cover instead of killing enemies. And, you know, sometimes her minigun doesn't kill enemies either. That's okay.
Negative damage.
Riri, we would love to give a kill to, but again, we don't want to break concealment for no good reason. So, let's, bring Panda up.
I hope it's worth it.
Do we use lightning hands here? Seems like no, this is a low leverage time to use lightning hands. We'll just take her normal pistol shot here. Now this is her enhanced pistol. Instead of 2 to 3 damage, it deals 3 to 4 damage. Nice shot! Oh wow, that was precision there. Knocked him right over the railing. Alright, that just leaves Riri. Yeah, I mean, every bone in my body is telling me you have to go kill that thing before it gets a turn. But it doesn't get a turn, not really. Right?
Eyes on the prize.
Right. Excellent. So far we are performing up to spec. And then some, actually. We had all those actions left at the end of that turn that we didn't even strictly need. Okay. Looks like we're going the right direction. This seems to be kind of a fortified area. I wouldn't be surprised to see turrets as we get closer. I'm kind of hoping we do. I want to kill enough turrets to earn a base facility that gives our ship turrets. You might want to know, why does the Avenger need turrets? Oh, hey, turrets. Hey! Just say the word turrets enough times in 2 sentences, and I guess the game will give them to you. The reason the Avenger needs turrets is in case the Avenger gets attacked, which is a thing that can happen. Alright. That's interesting. Here's what's interesting about that. Riri can shoot 2 targets, the turret or this barrel of explosives. But you only get the option to target explosives if there are enemies nearby who the explosives could hurt. That turret, I'm pretty sure, is not close enough to be hurt by the explosives. So that indirectly, kind of cheatily, tells us where there's likely to be another pod. Somewhere around those explosives. We can have Riri move to confirm that, and we should, because if we're going to close with the turret, we want to know what else is out there waiting for us.
On the move.
Yep. Triple Muton. Mutons are sort of scary. They'll be scarier once we're out of acid grenades. Okay. Do we want to go ahead and engage the turret? I think we do. But we aren't in a great position for it. Kita could absolutely move up, get some good cover, take a strong shot. That would shred a point of its armor. Deal a few points of damage to it on top of it, probably just 2 points or so, because her minigun is non-upgraded yet. Without support, she can't kill it that way. Panda has shots on the mutons. She does not have a shot on the turret. Okay, this turn we do not want to engage the turret. Oh, hang on. Atropos has a really good shot. What's his Deadeye chance? 78. Boy, if Kita can hit that turret from where she is, this is a guaranteed kill on that turret. 1 turn, no muss, no fuss. And we avoid the possibility of the mutons patrolling closer and making it harder to isolate the turret. Okay, Kita definitely can't be seen from here by those mutons. If there's anything over here, she might be seen by that, but such are the risks we take in war.
Moving to position.
Uh-oh. Is it just the turret? Tell me it's just the turret. Good. I hear the music starting and I'm like... And the computer like lags just a little bit. And I'm like, uh-oh. Am I making a terrible mistake? Tempting to shoot the explosives barrels too. They probably wouldn't kill the mutons, which is good, because we don't want to kill them with explosive damage. We are done losing all of our treasure to explosions. Man, I wonder... Because now that I've thought of that, I really want to do it. Do we have any other reasonable way to either take out those explosives to someone else or hit the turret with someone else? Looks like Astrinda... Yeah, Astrinda can get to line of sight of the turret without activating the mutons. And she can see those. Great. 74% to hit the turret. Kita has 81%. Take the 81% shot. Nice shot. We only did 1 damage, but we shredded some armor. Which means we still need to do 7 points of damage to it. So that's not a guaranteed kill. Even if this hits, it's not guaranteed, it's merely likely. Good enough for me. Atropos, 50-50 chance or so overall. Kill that turret. Nice.
You know that was good.
That was good. Now, should I be aggroing the mutons right now? I'm not really sure. The disadvantage is we've already moved with a couple of our people, 3 of our people I think, and Astrinda's about to use a shot on explosives. So by doing this... Oh wait, no, hang on. Oh, no, no. Hold everything. I forgot we're on a supply raid. Here's the thing about supply raids. Those explosives, those are our supplies. If we blow those up, we don't get as many supplies as rewards for this mission. So that was a good thing for me to think of before doing the cool play and murdering the mutons with the supplies, because as nice as it would be to neutralize those mutons now, it would be even nicer to get more supplies at the end of the mission. We're being a little bit greedy, but that's why we're here. We're here to get supplies. Let's see, let's move Panda up.
Is it clear?
This will Overwatch, okay. What about Yasha? Now if she uses both her moves, she can take an Overwatch, but using both her moves would probably activate them anyway. Maybe this wouldn't activate them, but you know, I'd rather not find out. Let's just let Riri stay in that advanced position. We can back her up next turn, no problem. And we'll Overwatch with Yasha. Did we worry for nothing? We did not worry for nothing. They spotted someone. Who did they see? Probably either Panda or Astrinda. Nice shot with the pistol. Sounds like the minigun missed. That would have been Astrinda's. And Yasha. Nice crit over there, but what just happened? Did they... I believe Astrinda's stray fire may have just blown up our supplies. Oh. That's my fault. That's my fault. Probably should not have overwatched when I knew that the mutons were standing right next to the supplies. It's easy to forget about stray fire because a lot of the time it just doesn't matter. But this time it did. The bright side is it did kill a muton. So, 1 down, 2 to go. Is Riri revealed? No, she's still concealed, so she can still serve as our scout extraordinaire as long as we can avoid revealing her. I would love to have Astrinda redeem herself. But we don't want to blow it up with a grenade.
Not a problem.
Go ahead and move up there. What kind of shot do you have? 30, 44. Not the world's best shots. Yasha, 30 from where she stands. That cover. It may be that the best thing to do will be to use Astrinda to blow up the cover. What are Panda's choices here? Another bad shot. Those rocks are really screwing us up. But it only has 2 hit points. It's not like we need to put a lot of damage on it. What about the other one? Okay, looks like we do still have at least 2 or 3 parcels of supplies that haven't blown up, so that's good news for us. Can we reasonably get over there? No, I don't think so. So one thing Astrinda could do is she could throw her flashbang. Can she get both of them? She can, actually. Do I really want to use a flashbang on just 2 mutons, which are enemies that don't have any really scary superpowers that flashbangs could suppress? No, I think I would rather save the flashbang and plan on maybe taking fire from that one muton. We can take 1 shot from a muton if we need to. I'm going to keep Yasha over here. I'm trying not to cluster our people too close together because mutons do have grenades. 32, still not fantastic. But I'm less reluctant to use Yasha's grenade to blow up these rocks. Because Yasha usually is not far enough front to do this. Great, okay, no cover. Which means Astrinda, you can finish that guy for me, right? Not today, not today. Everyone has bad days. Today is yours.
I'm out of over here.
And we're out of ammo. That's okay. We still have Panda.
What's over there?
If Panda moves here, a couple mutons are over there. 73% shot on that muton. And also a not ridiculous shot on the other one. It's just a pistol shot, so it's not a big deal, but... Do I want to use Lightning Hands to make sure I have 2 chances? Who else do we still have to go? Atropos hasn't shot. Good shot on that sectoid, great... excuse me, muton, and great shot on the one without cover. Let's use Lightning Hands. Let's sew up the kill with Panda. Nice shot.
There you go.
So now, can Kita get any fire onto it? Alright, unfortunately it does have cover against Kita from both directions.
Heading out.
But if Kita's brave and moves up further than anyone who has so far, good. 57% chance. What we're trying to do, really, is shred the armor. A hit from her would do that, but so would a grenade, and I'm not really hesitant to use a grenade in this situation as long as we're real careful not to hit our supplies. This should be fine.
For you.
Because remember, Kita still has an acid grenade. This is not even her trump card. This is not even my final form! Great, well done. Atropos does have a kill already. Riri, again, is erring close to not getting any kills this mission, which is kind of sad. Panda just got a kill. Yeah, Atropos, if you can finish that one, I'd appreciate it. Okay, no worries. We said at the beginning that we were willing to take 1 shot from a muton, and we may end up taking 1 shot from a muton. Or, you know, worst case... Oh, no, actually I can't do that. I was thinking we could just use Riri's sword, but actually we can't. We could use her shotgun, but she doesn't have run and gun like Chrome does, so she can't run up really close to it to shoot it. She'd have to do it from range, which means finding cover. She could do that. That's actually not bad. Well, let's position her for it. Whether we actually do it or not, that's actually a good place for her to be this turn. Remember, it can't see her, so she's pretty much invincible here. Famous last words. Panda, if you want to kill it with your pistol... Alright, fair enough.
One down.
Panda's lethal with those things. Good, alright. We could move up with Riri, but that frankly sounds like a terrible idea. We're going to move her back here so that if anything patrols down from the front, it won't see her standing out of cover. Alright. What we should do now is take a turn to recuperate. We need to reload, move forward a little,
That's affirmative.
but we should be safe to at least use Riri to check out our flank here. Yeah, okay, we're alright from that direction. So I guess we're going to be charging into this actually fairly scary looking fortified advent area. Okay. I'm going to wait for Riri to be able to scout in that direction to actually move there. So for now, we're just going to take a turn, a nice boring turn to
Back in.
move and reload. Panda doesn't need to reload because pistols have infinite ammo because they're magic. She'll just overwatch. Atropos definitely needs to reload. And he'd probably be well served to take a slightly more advanced position.
Seems doable.
Astrinda badly needs to reload. Now see, here's the other thing. If you want to know why Astrinda is having bad luck this mission,
Let's rock.
a big part of it is I've shot with her minigun 3 times and I've used 0 of her grenades. I haven't really let her do what she's good at. I mean, you don't hire grenadiers for their ability to aim a gun. That's not how that works. Riri will just move here for now.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Next turn she'll be able to really penetrate that base some. You said penetrate. We can Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Yeah, reload Overwatch.
Ready to engage. Come get some.
They're not going to let us take our time. We see a Codex. Kita, can you get some early damage on that Codex? No, that's alright, we didn't really want it to clone itself anyway.
Target still up.
Yeah, they know we're here. Codex, Viper, anything else? Unusual for there to be a pod of only 2, but maybe the Codex is still scary enough that, yeah, I don't see anything else. If Claymore were here, we could move him in and have him do a battle scan, but he's not, so we can't. We still haven't had a treasure drop. So I don't want to use explosives to kill these guys. Can an acid grenade get on both of them? Actually, yes. But here's the problem. Remember what a Viper can do. A Viper that lives can use its tongue to pull you into where it is. If where it is covered in acid, that's not so great. But it's going to be dead. Because even in the worst case, this grenade deals 5 damage, and then the acid deals 3 damage. It has 8 hit points, 5 plus 3 equals 8. We can do the maths. Estrenda, this is where you will come in. We really need you to get a flashbang on that Codex so that we can attack it without making more little codices. Cover is not going to treat you well. Do I think you can get a grenade all the way from... If it's a flashbang, yeah. Flashbangs have that enormous radius. Yeah, no problem, no problem. And if somehow the Viper does not die, it still won't be able to use its tongue because the flashbang suppresses special abilities. Few points of damage there from Estrenda's new ability that lets her deal damage on a miss. And on a grenade, extra damage on a grenade, including little flashbang grenades. The acid grenade is suddenly not looking that appealing. We don't need it to kill the Viper. No, we should still use it, because we do need to put a lot of damage on the Codex.
Fire in the hole!
Alright, Kita, this is gonna kill the Viper. Please don't let that be the thing that had the treasure. Alright. Good. Alright, she can still attack if she wants to, because of her salvo ability that lets her use a grenade and then do something else. However, she has plenty of kills already this mission, and her shot is not very good. Panda can't see it. Atropos can't see it. It is an awkward angle. I think it's probably this wall here that's causing the problem. Does anyone have a grenade? Riri has a grenade. We might be able to use that grenade to blow up that wall. Riri would have to stand out of cover, and frankly the wall looks pretty sturdy. No, I think that's too ambitious. We should just accept the fact that the Codex is most likely going to get a turn to do something. The acid could deal 5 damage, but we'll give it the chance to do something, and we'll move Riri close enough that we know she'll be able to sword it next turn if it's still alive. No reason not to take the shot with Kita. Panda, this is a good time. Ah, this is what we do. This is where we grapple. This is where we grapple. Free movement. And now we have a good shot on target. Panda, be my all-star. Oh, that's okay. You're still an all-star to me.
Shot failed to connect.
Honestly, when you kill that many guys with a pistol, you get a pass on missing with a sniper rifle. Atropos can't grapple anywhere right now. He's just standing too far from high ground. So we'll move him in.
No need to ask twice.
So, my 3 choices... Oh, we still have Yasha. Wow. We have so many troops. 6 troops is so many troops. Let's get her into good cover if we can. And I don't want to do that. This might be the last pod, but in a very difficult mission it might not be the last pod. Let's just stash her back here.
Moving out.
Keep the team together. I was saying something, wasn't I? Right. My options with Kita. We could take a shot now. 37% chance if it hits it probably kills. Not a good chance. The other meaningful option is to suppress. The problem is these things can teleport, right? Usually I would suppress without a second thought. Oh, it's flashbanged. It can't teleport if it's flashbanged. So actually this is the one and only time in the game that it's probably a good idea to suppress a codex.
Got it covered.
And Yasha gets Overwatch because she used both of her moves. I don't know if she can see it, but if she can, that's good. And what's the codex going to do? Is it going to panic and move? No, it's just going to shoot at Kita and miss.
Incoming! Over here!
We took fire this mission. It's a failure. It's a failure of a mission. Okay, I'm starting to feel cocky. I need to keep an eye on that. Riri, sweetheart. You would have to run into the acid to get this kill. But I really want to let you get that kill. Because you haven't done anything this mission, you have scouted this mission, which is tremendously important, and I don't mean to gainsay it, but you don't get experience from that. You get experience from kills. Here's what we're going to do. Panda is going to fire her pistol at the codex. And hit it for 4. Now that it only has 1 hit point, Riri can definitely kill it in 1 sword hit. 4 to 6 damage was not enough to be sure back when it had 5 hit points. All she has to do is hit it, which she's got a 100% chance of doing. She'll be acided, but that's why we have Yasha and Yasha's medkits.
They've got eyes on me.
Now hopefully this is the last pod, but if it isn't, we've still got so many tools to deal with the rest of them. Are we done?
Not too shabby. Ah, it's eating through my boots!
She's implacable, so she gets a bonus move, and apparently we're not done, because Bradford did not come on the screen to tell us from the safety of his easy chair that the mission's over. Let's retreat Riri a little bit.
Doable.
We're just trying to get her closer to Yasha and stop her from being attacked by some unseen pod next turn. And where's Yasha? Right here, right here. Yasha, will you go take care of the acid?
Go heal him.
So we can run our soldiers into clouds of exceptionally powerful acid as long as Yasha is on hand to take care of the after effects such as burning and hallucinations. I'm kidding about the hallucinations. Now that's interesting. I just noticed the combat music is still playing. That suggests not only are we done with the mission, but the game thinks we're not even out of the present combat. I don't see anything. If you guys are seeing something, then I'm going to look really stupid right now. But I don't know why the combat music's playing, and that's making me nervous. So we're going to stand here, and we're going to Overwatch.
Affirmative.
And we're going to see what happens. Atroposis is going to stand here and Overwatch. Astrinda is going to move up, because I imagine if there are more, they're in that direction. She's going to that's outside cover. It should be okay, right? They don't have eyes on us.
Scanning.
So we'll Overwatch. Yasha will Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
What happens now? Now the combat music stops. Okay, fine, fine. Alright, be that way. Just scare the bejesus out of me for no reason at all. That's totally fine. Let's get Riri back in the fight. Because we need to know where we're going. Where is she? There she is. Her camo is too good. Even I can't find her. Alright, map boundary is right there. That orange line. Doesn't seem like a lot of space for a pod to be hiding. There's more space that way, so that's probably where we're going.
can handle that.
Little risky.
Advent forces sighted.
Oh, I forgot to put her in concealment. Okay, okay. Riri, if I get you killed here, this is entirely my fault. You had a conceal ability, I didn't use it. We're going to use it now, or we could use it now. That's one thing we could do. But it doesn't change the fact that we did not get to use our snipe them from afar before they know we're here strategy, because I forgot that I unconcealed you for the sake of getting you a kill. That'll teach me to be nice to my soldiers. So we have an Advent Captain. He can mark us, shoot at us. We have a robot, which we already know is terrible. And we have a Stun Lancer. That's two major threats, the robot and the Stun Lancer, and one moderate threat, the Captain. Astrinda can actually get close enough to Skull Mine? She totally can! Now, do I want to trust her with a 70% chance this mission of all missions? She hasn't been the most effective at doing the low percentage shots this mission. So, the Gambler's Fallacy says, that means that she's sure to hit it this time, right? And common sense says, no. No, don't do it. Let's figure out if we can kill the robot and or the Stun Lancer before we commit to charging her in there. Kita is out of grenades. She is now pretty much just a normal gunman or gunwoman who has suppression, which is not nothing.
On your order.
75% on the robot. That would deal some damage and shred a point of armor. Yeah, we'll take that shot. Okay.
Negative damage.
Panda. 100% shot on the robot, but I would love to drill through its armor some before we use you on that. So-so shots on the others. Atropos. That's not Atropos, that's Yasha. Atropos. You have a shot on exactly one thing. It's the Stun Lancer. We do want the Stun Lancer dead very badly. Can you grapple anywhere useful? Do we know? We can't tell from there whether you'd be able to see them because it doesn't count squad sight when it's deciding whether to put up the reticules. So that's a risky play. Plus you don't have cover. Let's not do that. That's not how you use a sniper. 64% chance to deal 6 to 8 damage to the Stun Lancer. 6 to 8 damage would have a chance of killing it. What about Riri? She could melee attack the captain, but that's what I'm hoping I can have Astrinda do. She's got a good shot on the robot. She also has a grenade. And a mimic beacon. So, You know how we can let Astrinda take her shot on the captain and still be safe? By putting out a mimic beacon to draw the fire of any survivors of this turn. I want to use this skull mine. Astrinda is not exactly a hacker. But... Oh, did she miss? No, she got it. So that's a kill. So first thing is, that's a kill no matter what. The captain just died. If she had a real hacking score, then we would also be able to reasonably get a hack reward. Odds are we will instead just take neural feedback. But hey, there's just a chance that we can get a small intel cache. Would I rather try for the facility lead? That's a very unlikely one. Let's go for the cache, and if you get a fantastic hack roll, I will eat my crow. Nope, you'll just take neural feedback. That's okay. First damage this mission.
I need a med kit here.
You don't need a med kit. That was 3 points of damage. Actually, you know what? There are still 2 of them. But we've got a mimic beacon ready to come out. Great. Great job. You one-hit killed the captain. Let us... let's deploy the mimic beacon. I'm going to put it... I can't put it there. I want to put it somewhere that has cover from the robot, but is not close to Astrinda. because if the robot decides to use its rocket barrage, I don't want Estrinda getting caught in it. This is perfect. Okay, good. The Stun Lancer should be able to see that as well, so I think the enemies should waste their turn taking care of our little hologram there instead of hitting us. Panda's got her shots, Atropos has his one shot. Honestly, this is no longer worth blowing our headshot on. Save it for if we need it next turn. Good shot.
Armor still holding.
So that's a wounded Stun Lancer. That leaves Panda. Estrinda still has... Oh, because she has Implacable, right. So she can actually get to safety.
Sure thing.
If I had remembered that, I would have gone in a lot sooner. And we still have Yasha, right? Yeah. We'll probably use Yasha to heal Estrinda, but first I want to find out what kinds of shots, if any, she has. No shots. So let's just go ahead and heal Estrinda.
Gremlin, medical detail.
This is why we have 4 heals. So cute! And the gremlin's not too bad looking either. Alright. Do we try for the Stun Lancer? Do we try finishing it off? Or do we go for the guaranteed hit on the mech? This won't kill it, but it'll hurt. We can't use Lightning Hands, we're not close enough to hit with a pistol. Yeah, let's take the guaranteed damage. It's really hard to say no to guaranteed damage. Alright, I'll take it. Panda! Congrats on your long overdue promotion. I'm not sure whether anyone else has any kills this mission, but congrats on racking up the body count. Now, what will our Stun Lancer do? Will he indeed waste his turn on our hologram? Yep. Oh no, you stunned our hologram. I assume that's alien for I'm boned now, aren't I? Yes, you're boned, my friend. You are boned. We finish this mission the classy way. I said the classy way. Shotguns are only... What is your hit chance? 98. What's your hit chance if you flank it with a shotgun? 100. Feels bad, man. Nice crit.
Impressed yet?
Y'all are making me proud.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
We took one shot,
Status confirmed.
and it
Mission
didn't hit.
accomplished.
We took one wound, and that was just because of neural feedback from Estrinda's one-hit kill of the Advent Captain. That mission is as close to flawless as you can be without technically being flawless. Yeah, most under fire, mimic, beacon, decoy. Yeah, okay. I'm liking our new guns. I'm liking how much we're critting with our new guns. Not too thrilled that Archons have made an appearance, but I'm glad that they didn't give us more Berserkers. So we left Chrome at home this mission, and my worry about leaving Chrome was maybe they're going to give us more Berserkers and I'm going to want my melee ranger. Which is, I mean, that's a contradiction in terms, isn't it? Hang on a second. Why are they called rangers when their signature ability is a melee attack? To me, that does not make any sense. But returning to the point, if there had been Berserkers, I would have wished I had Chrome. There weren't, so this was a good mission to choose to let him rest. Alright, we know we have at least Panda's promotion. Do we have any others?
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander.
Just
Looks to me
Pandas,
like it's
that's
working
fine.
out just fine.
Yeah, it's working out pretty well. Not that it's gotten a lot of a chance to show how great it is. I mean, we just haven't been hit. We just aren't getting hit. Alright, so this is a place where we take cool over what might technically be a little bit more sensible. Honestly, just shooting at everything with the pistol is cool enough that we're going to take it without asking questions about optimal. Estrinda's out for a few days, that shouldn't be a problem. We did get an Illyrium core. Huh, okay, well good, we needed an Illyrium core. Must have been one of the supplies. Alright, we can autopsy the Archon if we want, we can break down the turret if we want. We do want to do that. What are we researching right now?
Work is well underway, Commander.
We're researching the Illyrium, but we've made like 0 progress. I would rather spend the 2 days...
The turrets we see employed by Advent throughout their various facilities and security checkpoints are automated, much in the same way the alien mechanized units are. A significant amount of time was likely spent developing the optical sensors and targeting system, which I expect Shin will want to thoroughly examine following the disassembly process.
But I, not the engineer, am disassembling it because we had already made the animation for me.
This new project takes highest priority, Commander. Once we have something to report, I'll notify you immediately.
Who are our scientists again? Let's jog our memory.
Although I had realistic expectations as to the limited resources and facilities available to me on board the Avenger, I have to say, it's taken some getting used to.
I bet.
Even with the ship's dampening field, frequent turbulence and the occasional evasive maneuver make it difficult to conduct experiments
That
of
last
any
comma was
notable
incorrect.
sensitivity. I may have to adapt my research techniques to maintain efficiency under these conditions.
And you're just considering that now that it's mid-June. Okay, fair enough. I know there's somewhere we can go to see a list of our scientists. They're not soldiers, so they won't be there.
Hey, Commander.
Few engineers,
I
is
had
there a
chance
few
to take
scientists right
closer
there?
Look at some of the Advent weapons
We're talking.
recovered from
Yay.
the field. The alloy used in their frames is significantly lighter, making them more suited to the human form. I'm guessing it's the same material we've seen them using all over the colonies, but they'd have to be producing it from something here on Earth.
I wonder what they
seem to have
could be
endless
making their
supplies.
weapons from.
I am still hard at work on the current research priority, Commander.
Where are they? What resources could they possibly be harvesting? Anyway, so we've got Juri, Nanami, and Mitsuru on our science. Yes, Nanami and Suabuki are working together, and I'm sure it's exactly as adorable as it sounds when they break down a mechanized turret. And Juri is standing over there, going, why don't I have
Your
any
orders,
friends?
Commander?
Alright. We just got a windfall of supplies. I don't think... Do
What can I
we
do for
have
you,
anything
Commander?
cool we can buy right now? Heck yes. Right, we've got our advanced sniper rifle and we've got our advanced hand cannon for our grenadiers. Let's give the sniper rifle the priority, since that's the one that we shoot more often. We could go ahead and grab the grenade launcher. Bigger effect radius, longer range on the grenades. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's do it, sure. Let's go broke. We still have a supply drop, right? So we won't be broke for too long. They keep giving me these missions that would let me get alien alloys. I have 235 alien alloys and nothing takes more than like 50 of them at a time at most. Let's stop by the black market as long as we're going in that direction.
Market is open.
Alright. Anything we want to sell them. They are very interested in our sectoid corpses, which means they're paying us double. 10 is still not very much. We'll give them a couple. We're going to hang on to most of the rest of this. Yeah. Just a few. Just a little bit of spending money. And what do they have for us? We have 98 intel. That's not a lot. We could get a bunch of supplies. We could get Keiko on our team as a scientist. I wouldn't mind having a 4th scientist. Plus, I mean, okay, I think the decisive factor here, obviously, is that we need to grow Nanami's gang as much as possible. The problem is this is a terrible purchase. 85 intel, that's a lot of intel. We're doing it. It's just... The SCU compels me. The power of SCU compels me. So that's what we're doing, and we're going to try to get more intel somewhere else.
Avenger plotting new course.
Will this get us killed? Almost definitely. Well, I mean, there's a chance. We have a PSYOP. So, her marquee ability is Soulfire. She's going to be able to deal guaranteed damage. It's a little bit like Claymore's combat protocol. And I'm not sure, because I haven't used Scions before, I'm not sure whether it's better or worse or what. We're going to go continue her training.
Depending on who you ask, psionics could be considered the aliens' greatest strength. Now our own psi operatives can tap into that same power.
Yes, indeed. So, PSYOPs work a little differently from other soldiers. They stay in the Psi Lab to train, and how much they advance depends on how long they spend rather than how many kills they get in combat. Furthermore, their talent progression is totally different from normal. We get a choice, like this one, about what we want to pursue, and her abilities upgrade as we go. So, Void Rift is a fantastic ability. This is exactly what it says on the bin, just tons of damage to everything inside a rift. There's of course the problem that we need to keep our own troops out of the rift. This is very close to what the Codex does. We've seen that once before. That takes 10 days. Insanity is cool, but it can miss. I really like Inspire, because sometimes you just need Afterpost to shoot twice in a row with his sniper rifle. So that's what we're going to go for. Utana is going to help April learn to inspire people more effectively, which seems appropriate for Utana. And again, we don't know yet who April is. I'm really hoping we get a sign-up so that I don't have to make myself a PSYOP, because that just sounds a little egotistical to me. She doesn't look so happy about her newfound powers, does she? Alright, back to the Hologlobe. Okay. Yeah. So that takes care of our supply drop. We have 243 supplies. We can upgrade our miniguns if we feel like it. What else could we do? We were in the middle of making contact with Indonesia, and frankly, I don't see anything else on the map that's the least bit interesting to me. We could go back to Resistance HQ and scan to gain intel. That's kind of what you do when you have nothing else to do, though, unless you're desperate for intel. And although we're broke on intel, there's also nothing we really want to spend it on right now, so not in a hurry. Before we even start, I'm sure the turret breakdown's going to finish. Yep.
Find the results to be as intriguing as I do, Commander.
Advent doesn't seem to have any issues stationing completely autonomous weapons in close proximity to the people in those cities.
Well, if you're not a criminal, you have
Really
nothing to
shows
worry
you how
about.
much they care.
Yeah, this is exactly what it says. In the case of a ground assault on the Avenger, it doesn't necessarily happen. If you try really hard, you can stop the aliens from forcing a ground assault on the Avenger at all. But they're kind of fun, especially if you have turrets. So I don't think we're going to worry too much about that. Maybe rather than Illyrium, maybe we should use this. Yeah, this is the time to decrypt the data cache. We need more intel.
Commander, I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
It's pretty old intel by now. You'd think it wouldn't be worth much, but apparently it doesn't matter. Alright, what are they doing? Oh, good. So they're making progress on the Avatar project.
Commander, if we want to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project,
But that progress is based here in New Indonesia, a facility we were planning to take out soon anyway. Yes, so we have successfully learned plasma grenades. All of our conventional grenades are now plasma grenades, which deal like 2 points more damage. We're running away with it, guys. My first game I felt like I was struggling just to barely keep up with them, but... Good. Is that what we want? Do we want our highest level of grenade? Is that our next priority? We have one Illyrium core. maybe we keep that in the back pocket for now. Because if we get another project and we can't pursue it because we were busy upgrading our already sick grenades, I'm gonna feel like, well, maybe that was still a good use of the core because grenades are awesome, but maybe not. So we're just gonna leave that the facility fallow there for a little while. And since we're leaving it fallow, hang on. I'm such a good XCOM player, I only have to do things 3 or 4 times before I get it right. We no longer need Anthe working it. Anthe always works it, I know. Because she's not doing anything there. So instead, let's get her to help Kozue clear the debris. I'm sure Kozue and Anthe will get along famously. And New Indonesia, welcome to the Resistance. We promise that just because we're in an alien ship doesn't mean we're with the aliens.
New regional contacts located.
Okay, we can go to Australia if we want. Good. Okay, now we're full up on contacts. We can't contact anything else until we spend some time, until we spend some resources rather, getting the ability to contact more regions. We could definitely go for a tower in New Indonesia. That would make it easier to get into East Asia and New Australia. It would let us get the Oceania continent bonus, which is not actually that fantastic. What's the Asia continent bonus? +5 to Avenger power, that's not terrible. Not fantastic, but not terrible. We don't know the North America or South America continent bonuses because we can't go over there yet. We are a strictly old world operation. Alright, time is ticking by while I'm thinking about what to do. Do we want to just go ahead and assault this facility? It's not a terrible idea. How much does it cost to build this tower? 100 supplies. 100 supplies. That, it feels like a lot when we don't even have the capacity to actually expand yet. Instead, let's figure out where we're going to want to expand to before we start spending that many supplies on relays. I think we should probably just assault this alien facility. Let's make sure Astrinda is available. Is she here or is she still in sickbay? She's still in sickbay. Ooh, don't know how I feel about that. Do I really want to go into a very difficult black site mission without my second grenadier? No, I do not. No, I don't. Well, that puts us in a little bit of a spot, because we don't really have much else we can do. I mean, I would like to just sit here for a day and let Astrinda recover, but not really an option. Nor is there anything really anywhere nearby. We can't make contact. We can't click those things. I guess we go to Resistance HQ?
Course for South Africa.
Probably a guerrilla op or something is going to pop before we even have the chance to get back over there. Let's scan for intel a little bit. Okay, Astrinda's recovered. More progress on the Avatar project makes it more imperative that we get over there to Indonesia.
The aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
So far we haven't gotten any intel from scanning for intel.
Welcome, Commander.
We could buy Dr. Usagi Tsukino. That's a lot of supplies for a 6th engineer. I'm tempted to keep scanning for intel as long as we're here, but I know that that's just sunk cost fallacy thinking. So let's go assault Indonesia. We're not assaulting Indonesia, we're assaulting an alien black site facility in Indonesia. Indonesia, you are not our enemies, it's the terrorists among you who are our enemies. Great, alright, so this is what we're doing next time around. Thank you very much for sticking with me for what's been a bit of a long mission, followed by kind of a long strategic layer. I'll have so much fun when we get to really dig into the mechanics of this and make long-term plans. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.